Hey, everybody, it's Coach Gwen, business strategist and brand expert. I'm super excited about the very first late lunch chatback sponsored by the Wealth Shift movement. That's the movement that bridges the gap between your career and your calling so that you can actually develop the kind of business relationships that you want to develop, network, attend coffee chats, promote, and build wealth and even generational wealth. So I mean, these late lunch chatbacks, we hit it and quit it. It's all about providing you with empowerment tools, and not just from me. I'm super excited about being able to bring on guests as well. And so this is part one of creating a winning personal brand. And I really want you all to understand just how imperative it is to have a winning personal brand. Whether you have a business or not, whether you're an employee or an employer, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you work full time, you need a winning personal brand. So let's talk about a winning personal brand. And really what you want to do, these are the secrets. These are the secrets that I've developed as part of branding the 4D shift coaching system. And there's really three important main steps. Number one, discover your story. I'm going to say that again. Discover your story. Step two, discover your boss story. And step three, discover your leader story. These are very important when it comes to building the kind of personal brand that you need to build, not only for you as an entrepreneur, but you as someone who is employed and someone who wants to go through the ranks of promotion, whether you're promoting yourself as an entrepreneur or you're being promoted as an employee. So let's talk about the shush story. See, the shush story, you want to focus in on three whys. Three whys. Why do you try to explain things that you don't need to explain? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. This was something I had to struggle with. People would ask me questions that didn't even have the right to be asking me that type of question. And I would find myself trying to give them an explanation, trying to give them an answer when it wasn't even their place to ask me that question. Number two, why do you hold back when you should be saying something? And number three, why can't you shift when you need to do something different? See, your shush story is that story that relates to an experience that you have had, lays the foundation with how you interact with people, how you view yourself, how you view yourself in respect with other people, and how you view your capabilities and your ability to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. So the first secret to creating a winning personal brand is to discover your shush story. Because when you discover your shush story, then you're in the position to shift it. And that leads you to step two, discovering your boss story. So your boss story includes your three whats. What are your ambitions? What movement can you create to build your ambitions? And what destination do you want for yourself and your circle of influence as a result of your ambitions and your movement? See, when you discover your boss story, then you are able to accomplish the goals that you were born to accomplish. You are able to empower the people that you were born to empower. And you are able to do it with a personal brand that reflects your shush story and pushes forward your boss story so that people can really align with you, align with the movement that you're creating, and align with the destinations that not only you have for yourself, but what you have for your clients. And if you're not an entrepreneur, the the ambitions that you have for the work environment that you're in. You should want to be promoted, and you should want promotions that put you in the position to be a leader. And that gives us to the third component, the third step to the secrets to creating a winning personal brand, and that's discovering your leader story. See, everybody needs to have a leader story. Everybody needs to know how to lead. And being a good leader also includes being able to build other people up to be great leaders so that you can follow as well. So the three that you're discovering your leader story includes the three W's. Who do you want to be known as? Who do you want to be known as? What do you want to be known for? When people think of you, what do you want them to think of? And who do you want to lead? See, sometimes we're in situations where we are trying to lead people, or we feel we have to lead people, and they're not really the people that we feel passionate about leading. And many times we are not accepting that we must be leaders, as well as accepting that a leader knows how to delegate and follow the people that they have chosen to delegate. So it's so important to know who do you want to be known as for yourself. When you think about yourself in 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, when you think back, what are those thoughts that you want to have of yourself, of what you have accomplished and where you're headed? What do you want to be known for? How do you want people to view you? How do you want people to view you in terms of how you can help them and the accomplishments that you've made that aren't really just for yourself, but for other people? And who do you really want to lead? And so let's do a recap. The recap is the secrets to creating a winning personal brand. You've got to discover your shush story. You've got to discover that story that it's either holding you back or causing you to explain things to people that you don't even need to be explaining to. And there's an experience that laid the foundation for that. And you've got to discover that shush story, that main experience that laid the foundation of that shush story, so that you can shift and move forward. And then discovering your boss story. You've got to know, what are your ambitions? Everybody should have ambitions. Everybody should be ambitious. Because when you don't get in contact with your ambitions, then it can impact how you feel about yourself, how you push yourself, your happiness, your wealth, and what you're able to leave in generational wealth for your legacy. And discovering your leader story. You've got to know how to lead. You can't just sit back, wait for everybody else to lead, because then you're not going to the places and developing the movements and the accomplishments that you were born to develop. So I'm super excited again about this very first late lunch chat back. I call it a late lunch chat back because we come in at around 1 o'clock, which is a little later for lunch. And it's a chat back because I want you to put in the comments what your experiences are, how you respond to what I'm talking about today and each time, and send me a message if you want to join me as a guest, because you have certain brand or business tools and expertise that you want to share as well. Because I'm a strong believer that when we lock arms and work together, we can change lives. And look for the link to join the Wealth Shift movement. It is time that we work together to shift our wealth. And remember, our wealth is money, but it's not just money. So there's so many ways that we can wealth shift. Again, I'm Coach Gwen, strategist and brand expert. Stay tuned and join me back this Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern and every Wednesday and Friday for Late Lunch Chatback, sponsored by the Wealth Shift Movement. Talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me.